Yeah. Donnie, what's good? Tragic, what's poppin'? Yo, my attitude on 1,000, cause I come from public housing. I smack niggas, yeah, rap niggas, yeah, fame don't give a fuck about it. My old bitch just hit me. When my new bitch ride dick. Yo, it's your boy Red Pill Thanos, man. Coming to you live and direct from Planet Logic. Today, I got a good one for y'all. See, every Friday on YouTube on the live stream, my man Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews has the Red Cup Talk. You know, come join us, bring your red cup. Last Friday, he had a very interesting woman on there by the name of Chanel. Los Angeles girl, went to school in the Midwest. She's a 24-year-old black woman. She's a lawyer that makes 6 figures. And we were discussing, who's the prize, the man, the woman. She had some very interesting ideas and thoughts on this live stream. And I thought we'd just, take a little bit to get into them, review what she had to say. Because, there weren't any shaming tactics going on. She came with a more humbled approach compared to, what a lot of women in a red pill atmosphere would come along with. So let's dive into it. We go a little bit of the conversation between my main man, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, and Chanel.
Another question as well. Like, understanding that you were told these things and the importance of education, which, let me just ask the question. Would you consider yourself a feminist?
So I am black, as you can see. So there are certain levels of race that are ignored in feminism.
Oh, she woke.
Right. So
see, this is true. Feminism was created by white women who felt oppressed by this patriarchy that was created by white men, and never was for minorities, especially not black people. It's not for black women, never was for black women, and it neglects minorities when things get spicy. This is a fact.
Right. So it's great to be a feminist and think, women and men should be treated equally. And that if you and I are doing the same work, then it should come down to our ability, and not you see a man or a woman and feel like they would be better suited for something because of their gender, outside of their education, outside of their ability. So I think I'm egalitarian. I'm for an egalitarian society, which means I think that women and men should be equal and should contribute equally.
See, this is a slippery slope right here. It can work, but it has to be done correctly. If either you or the woman have any ounce of traditional values, a relationship like this is bound to fail. It's bound to fail.
Equally. So like my parents, my mom is a doctor, my dad's an engineer. My mom makes more than my dad, so my dad would supplement that in the years that she made more by doing more housework and vice versa. Or if she'd worked a 24-hour shift, he would cook the next day. If he worked all night, she would cook the next morning. It was all about collaborating into building the best household possible.
And they've been married, and they're still married?
Yes. They actually just celebrated their 25-year anniversary, like yesterday or 2 days ago.
Interesting. Yeah, I had someone else on the channel, I would say like 2 or 3 months ago, that was talking about that she's fulfilling and living out a marriage where there's a lot more even roles, but they both make, and they're both making 6 figures, but they both work at the same company and they're doing their damn thing. And because of that, because they're both doing that, like their roles are a lot more evened out. But so you would say that your parents have way less traditional values within that. Would you say that?
Yeah, probably. It was all just like, listen, everything was meant to be efficient. So for example, like if I had a question about investing money, neither of my parents do that for a living. They both had to learn, so they both collaborate on it. If I had a question about my car, my mom doesn't know about cars, my dad does. So my dad would lead on that. If I had a question about me coughing, my mom knows about that. So she would lead on that.
And that sounds, like a recipe for success, if that's what they both believe. She said her parents are successful, the mom's is the breadwinner though, she a doctor. But the pops make bread too, he an engineer. They got collaborative roles. A lot of switching based on knowledge and experience. That's non-traditional, but traditional in a sense. It's more about the efficiency in their relationship. You understand? So like, even if you grew up in a household where the more traditional roles, you would still go to your pops for like, you know, the whip information or whatever, and you would go to your moms, you know, like if you had a question more about like nurturing or cooking or something like that. You know, like even in a sense of what she was perceived to think is equal, which it can be looked at as equal, what's perceived to be not equal and more traditional in the eyes of a feminist, it's still the same ideologies. You know, the man, you go to the man for certain things, or the father for certain things, you go to the mother for another things.
And in my current relationship, it's the same way. So I am a corporate lawyer. I help corporate clients invest their money wisely. So in my relationship, when we're talking about investments, a lot of the times I sort of present my man with what I have knowledge about and we collaborate. But sometimes I take the lead on it, not because women or men should be leading in a certain way, but it's efficient. I do that for a living. So sometimes it was all just about being an efficient household rather than I'm, the woman, and even though I would make more money if I worked, I should stay at home and cook and clean. No, that's inefficient.
So even her parents, relationship kind of rubbed off on her current relationship. She talked about how her mans, they base it on efficiency and, based on what she do for a living and her knowledge and experience, and based on what he do, vice versa. And she reiterated a lot of how her man's act is based on how she saw her parents growing up. Y'all gotta pay attention to that. You understand what I'm saying? Because that aspect is key. The household she grew up in played a major role in what she expects. This is why we gotta cut all that single parent shit out. And if you notice, the comment going across the screen talked about how important the mother-father aspect is, having both parents. Gotta get rid of that single parent shit, man. Even me, like, I'm a single father and I raise a little girl. I don't try to play a mother's role. It is what it is. Her mother's either gonna be there or she's not. But what I do is I make sure that for all her mother's lack of self-awareness and lack of being there, she spends a lot of time with her grandmother and with her aunts, so she can kind of get that nurturing, motherly feeling. Of course, they're not her mother, so there's still going to be some issues, which is why I recommend any child or any adult who was a child of a single parent household take some type of counseling. Because there's going to be issues that you need to unravel, and you don't want to project those issues onto your spouse later on in life. Just saying. But pretty much having both parents influences what you expect later on. It's paramount, man. And just because you're not with the other parent, that don't make you a single parent. A single parent is when you have the child and the other parent is either not active at all or barely active. You understand what I'm saying? So like, it'll be months between me and my baby mom speaking. A situation like that, or where the other parent just ain't around, they don't call, they don't do nothing. That's a single parent. Not my baby daddy don't want me and he got another family, but he still come take care of the kids. That don't make you a single parent. You're just a single bitch with kids, and vice versa.
Okay. So let me ask you another question too. So there's a lot of women that have, there's ideas of feminism that they're on board for. And a lot of those things that they're on board for would be the benefits of feminism. But there's some ideals within that where they're not on board for. And the reality of what this equalness between the genders has provided.
Yeah, pretty much feminists, they want to be men till it's time to do some men shit. Point blank. Some mental illness, B. Don't date feminists, man. It's a waste of time.
Advice to give to the young lady that has said that women should be financially taken care of. Your woman shouldn't worry about paying a damn thing. The woman is the prize. What would you say to her if she was sitting right next to you?
I think one, I would say that is your prerogative to feel that way, but note the amount of men you're missing out on due to those feelings. One.
She right, man. Like, a lot of women lose out on dope dudes because they want to be taken care of completely. And some dudes are still good with that, but because of today's society and how mad women are in the workforce and scream all this equality shit, traditional roles have been eradicated, damn near. Again, feminists want to be men until it's time to do some man shit. Then they quiet.
Two, I think a lot of women have this idea that women have to go and seek men and sort of lay this hard line that I am not paying for anything, you're paying for everything, and that's the requirement. In my experience, when you present yourself in a way that's high value to a man, he wants to take care of you anyway. So when you present your value and you allow your relationship to be a collaboration of lovers and friends, people who just want to build a great life together, then everything will follow. But you have to be willing to put the work into that relationship.
That's real. Everybody trying to eat, but nobody want to go grocery shopping. Nobody trying to cook us at the table. Nobody gonna do the dishes. It ain't even just women, man. People in general. A lot of them want something for nothing. You gotta watch those type people. Men, women, everybody included, man. Get them people out your circle.
So for me, I hope if she has this mentality that she is entirely comfortable being a homemaker and having that be her business, because it's really unrealistic to say, yes, man, take care of me, but then also I don't plan on doing anything. Because think about it, like, okay, in my mind, a household is 100%, right? I think half are bills, half are housework. So if this man is doing 50% of the bills, but you're not doing 50% of the housework, let's just assume this man makes enough money that he can pay someone to do that. But then what are you doing all day? Like, what exactly are you doing? What are you bringing, right? And so if it's not a job, if it's not even interesting comfort, like what, you have to really make sure that every day you're working towards something.
Relationships are give and take, B. If I'm giving my time and money paying for the crib, that crib better be A1. Talking immaculate. My kids better be smart as fuck when they start school, like ahead of the game. You got all day, you ain't doing nothing. If I gotta pay somebody to take care of my crib and you there all day, what the fuck I need you for? I'll kick you out. That ass. Fuck out of here.
So like my man and I, we make the same amount of money, which was, I fluked it. I don't know how, but we make the same amount of money. So everything else we do is just broken down based off of what do you need today? So
listen, Chanel, let me ask you one more question.
Yeah.
And listen, I don't know if it's because you got a good game, you got a good mouthpiece. I don't know. Your accent makes me feel like you're from the Midwest. Okay. You can confirm or deny. Say it again.
I went to college there, but I am a true Valley girl from LA.
Ah, okay. You speak a good game, Chanel. I appreciate you coming through, because listen, at the end of the day, and this is a component of why you probably listen to the live stream, I like to enter all ideals up there at the end of the day. And what you have done here is you have put together a clear, concise argument that, like, at the end of the day, you gave the thought to Miss Prime fantastic advice. You gave her fantastic advice.
And only in her experience, like she will find it. Like she just has to keep living. That's all.
Facts. She just got to get a little bit older.
Yeah, she's either going to find the inspiration to better herself internally, or someone's going to let her know, and she's going to get there. One way or the other, she's going to get there.
So they on the same level. Yeah, that worked for them. That's what's up, though. I mean, if you cool with this arrangement, the mindset that she has, It'll make it work. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way she's breaking it down is very logical. And we know with women, that's very rare for them to break shit down with logic. But nah, she kicking game. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta be a weirdo because a lot of women talk it and don't live it. And vice versa. You know, a lot of people are full of shit. So you gotta be able to read bullshit. But she seemed like she talking with some sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you're with this, 50-50, as in like, you man and woman take care of the bills, man and woman take care of the house, it will only work if you're both on the same page and you both stick to what you know. You know what I'm saying? Don't step on nobody's toes. Don't let nobody step on your toes. She kicking facts though. And fast out the MTR, man. Thought of Miss Prime. My man's is a fool.
You agree with? So, I mean, and listen, like I always, when my boyfriend and I first started dating, like I told him I was the strong Black woman. I was like, I'm not getting in a serious relationship. I'm not taking this seriously. And we just kept going. And eventually, like I saw this super soft side of myself that I have never seen before. And it just took the right man to get it out of me. And he did. So
that imprint, B. That's that imprint, man. If you imprint a woman emotionally and sexually, she has no choice but to be feminine around you. It's in her nature, man. All them feminist ideals, them shits get thrown out the window, put in the trash bag, put in the dumpster. Once you get that mind, heart in that box, man, you got it. It's a wrap after that. Once you imprint a woman, you can get her to do some wild shit, man. You hear what she said? She was the strong Black woman, you know. She probably was masculine in nature like a mug. And what dude do? We gonna see what he did, because I think she gonna explain it. We gonna see what he did to get her. Let's see what he did. PB.
All right, so you gotta tell us, and then I got a bunch of other people down in here. What did he do to ascertain what some people are down in there calling the unicorn? What did he do to make himself a cut above the rest of the young men that are vying for the white tigers, okay? The unicorns, the blue lobsters. What did he do that won over one?
Well, one, he was himself. There was no like.
Oh God.
No, and let me finish.
Now,
I've had a lot of guys
be real with us.
do this hyper masculine, like they try and force like this submission with this like white knuckle, like hard fist, like I'm this huge man and you're gonna submit. And he was the exact opposite. He created this environment where I felt safe, and safe in all kinds of ways, right? So not just he's this protector who can protect me if, physically, but I felt safe to be open and vulnerable with him. I didn't feel weak for expressing emotion. I didn't feel weak for being scared about things. I remember.
Man, them cats weren't masculine at all. A woman gonna go by how you move, not what you say. I mean, like, if you gotta scream that shit all day, every day, then you not no masculine dude, man. Who you trying to convince? You trying to convince her? Or you trying to convince yourself? Think about it.
Things. I remember because he and I were both in school when we met. So we were both broke, one. But two, I was taking my entrance exam to get into law school. And he sat on the phone with me and I just had this breakdown because I thought I wasn't going to get in anywhere. And he just let me be that, still making me feel like I was okay. I wasn't inferior for, having this, breakdown of it, but he just let me be that. And he's always just let me be that.
Damn. All right. So they met when they was broke. Okay. You see how he just let her be herself? That's big, man. People gonna show you who they are. You gotta just let them be them. And then that's when you decide, like, if they're good for you or if they're not good for you. That comes in any type of relationship, a friendship, a partnership, anything. Women, come on, man, they emotional by nature. So when she was talking about the phone call, you see how he just let her be emotional, be her natural self, and she felt vulnerable. And once she found out that she could be vulnerable around dude and he just gonna stay in that masculine frame, man, her box probably started throbbing like a bass bottom, B. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, man. And that's when he got the opportunity to hit that imprint. Then he had it. Hook, line, sinker.
That while letting me collaborate with him, because to me, a man that lets a woman do things that she's good at, one, but two, equally collaborate, lets me know that you're secure. You don't have to keep me in a kitchen with a padlock on the door because you're afraid of what I'm going to do if I get out. Like, you feel secure in having a conversation with me about what you want to do with the money, what you want to buy, where you want to travel, and have it be an equal conversation. So I think when men just sort of ease up on the I'm going to, force the submission into you and just continue to lead by example and show that whenever you feel comfortable doing so, you're safe to sort of lean into me. That's when I'm, when we're like, oh, okay, cool. I can just like breathe easy and exhale, because I know if I need to let you take care of everything, you will, and you'll do so well because you've shown me that already. As opposed to telling me I'm the man and you need to submit to me, because that doesn't make me rest easy at night. I'm worried because I'm like, why can't you just lead by example? Why can't you just do it? Why are you like so hard pressed in telling me what I need to do rather than showing me it's okay to do it?
Why can't you just show me what it is that you're gonna do instead of just telling me? What I tell you, man, actions speak louder than words, man. Talk is cheap, actions are priceless, you heard? Look, man, now we're gonna backtrack a little bit, because I heard her saying, like, he allows her to collaborate and everything like that. And I get that, if you're gonna lead by example, if you're gonna be in a relationship with a woman, you're gonna have to talk to her. Like, any move you make, I'm not saying you have to ask her permission, but you're gonna have to at least let her know, like, what it is. You can't just leave her in the dark and be like, oh, well, I'm the man, it is what it is. Like, nah, it don't work like that, man. Especially not nowadays with women. Nowadays, man, it's too much easy validation on the internet. And a lot of women have minds of their own. Like, some of them want to have they want to have a dick size contest with you anyway. They want to be the man. So if you're going to be with a woman, you're going to have some type of conversations with her. So I understand that. And again, a real man leads by example. That's all you got to do, man. Focus on your purpose, stay in your masculine frame, and let that woman get in her feminine frame and let her stay there. That's it, man. All in all, man, Chanel sounds like, she got a good head on her shoulders. She's the product of two black successful people. That's what's up. And like I said, we're gonna have to take what she says for face value. But based on what she's saying, sounds like she got a good head on her shoulders. Sounds like her dude found what we would call a unicorn. This is Red Pill Thanos, man. I'm signing out.